Starting this bulletin with some big breaking news coming in with regards to the Nice attack. Now, as per French media reports, the ISIS has now claimed responsibility for the attack. This is once again according to unconfirmed reports in the French media. A second suspect is currently on the run according to French authorities. Now, we could possibly see another person also accused in this particular incident, but at this point the French media is reporting that ISIS has claimed responsibility for this attack as well. We also understand there possibly could be a second suspect. This was something that the French president had also said, that they do not know for sure if it was just that lone truck driver who was killed, if he was the only person involved in the attack. At this point, local French media reports are saying that there is a second suspect who the police and security forces are on the lookout for. He is on the run at this point. So that's the latest information that we're getting you from Nice. This is based on local French media reports. ISIS claiming responsibility for this attack. Remember, they've been behind a slew of attacks in the recent past in Europe. Let's get in a quick word from Maha Siddiqui as well. Maha, now local French media confirming that ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attack. Also, interestingly enough, they're saying that possibly there was a second suspect, another person in that truck who could be on the run at this point.
But as you are saying that the French media is already reporting now that this attack was carried out by the ISIS. They are claiming responsibility, and that initially was the fear, because ISIS has also been encouraging lone wolf attacks, and that is what it appeared like in the beginning, that this driver in a big white truck just rammed into people, and he kept pressing the accelerator to go faster and faster, killing about 80 people now and injuring 100 people in Nice. Now, what we also understand, and as I was going through some reports, there were a couple of eyewitnesses who have indeed said that they did see not one but two other people coming out of that truck. But these are all unconfirmed reports. We have to understand that because the kind of mayhem and the panic that was generated because of this truck driver ramming into people, even eyewitnesses, what they immediately saw at that time could have been misleading. So we will have to wait for confirmed reports which will give us a clear picture on whether this was a lone wolf attack or just one person indoctrinated somehow by the Islamic State through their online propaganda, or had received some sort of training, has come back and killed people, or whether he was assisted by others. That clarity is still not there.
Absolutely, Maha. And also, of course, detailed discussions will definitely follow on the fact that ISIS has managed to influence, brainwash so many European youngsters, because at this point, reports have also suggested that they found that the truck driver had a French-Tunisian ID card with him as well, which meant that he was very much a local. But interestingly, local French media pointing out that possibly there was another person in that truck. For viewers who are just joining us, let's get you up to date on really what's happened. 80 people have been killed, several others injured, nearly 50 people is what we understand. This took place in the French Riviera city of Nice. French President François Hollande has deemed it a terror attack. He's confirmed that this was an attack. He's also said that the driver, who is French-Tunisian, was shot dead by security forces. Hollande has also extended the state of emergency in France by 3 months, which was to end just a few days from now on the 26th of July. It's now been extended. The tragedy unfolded late last night in Nice during the Bastille Day celebrations. There were a number of people on the streets when this truck that was laden with guns and grenades rammed into hundreds of people who were watching a fireworks display during their national holiday. Now, the driver, who drove at a high speed along the famed Promenade des Anglais seafront, rammed into the massive crowd. According to reports, the truck was filled with guns and grenades. President Hollande is currently at the site, is at Nice as well. There have been, of course, messages of condolences that have been pouring in across the world. US President Barack Obama has also issued a statement saying that the US condemns the attack in the strongest terms and offered any possible assistance to his French counterpart to investigate these particular attacks.
J'espère que nous devons tout faire pour que nous puissions lutter contre le fléau du terrorisme. Le conducteur a été abattu. Nous ignorons à cet instant aussi s'il avait des complices. mais nous faisons en sorte que son identification, qui va être vérifiée, puisse nous mettre sur ces pistes éventuelles. La France a été frappée le jour de sa fête nationale, le 14 juillet, symbole de la liberté, parce que les droits de l'homme sont niés par les fanatiques et que la France est forcément leur cible.
Once again, we are thinking of the families of the victims and those who are deeply grieving, and all the inhabitants of the city of Nice who are deeply traumatized and worried this evening. I have met all the respondents who have intervened on the Promenade des Anglais in Nice, and the investigation is continuing. I would like to express our gratitude towards all the respondents. The law enforcement officers, in a very dangerous and tense situation, managed to neutralize the terrorists. Firefighters intervened to save lives, and today we are mobilizing all civil defense forces and emergency services. Our thoughts go first of all to the families.
The French president as well as the interior minister issuing official statements saying that 80 people have been killed and all help is being extended to those wounded. At this point, we are also confirming to you, so far no Indian casualties have been reported. That's what the MEA has confirmed.